Hello, my name is Mike Chris, and I am your facilitator for project management implementation for spring 2021. I sent you all an email a day or so ago with an outline of the course and the course requirements, and today I wanted to provide this short video to kind of elaborate on some of that information and give you a little bit of a tour through the course in Moodle so that you understand the assignments and how the course is structured. So in the email that I sent you my email address, obviously, as well as my phone number. I will not have any set office hours this spring, but if you need to get in touch with me, you need to set up a meeting, just go ahead and give me a call or send me an email. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. And if we need to set up a meeting via phone or Google Meet, we can do that as well. So I'm available to you when you need me. Just reach out if you need some help with anything. Also, there is in Moodle, there is a folder that has some information on me with respect to my background, which also includes my phone number and email address as well. So in this course, we're going to cover project management from a project manager's perspective, from an organization's perspective. The first third of the course, we're going to focus on why and how organizations use projects, how projects fit into organizations, what is their purpose, and what makes projects unique with respect to the ongoing day-to-day operations of a business. And then the last half of the course will cover the project management processes involved with organizing, planning, executing, and controlling a project. Our textbook is Project Management from a Strategic Management Approach, a Strategic Managerial Approach by Meredith. And we will cover most of the chapters in that book, and in a minute here I'll give you some details on that. I also draw some information throughout the course from the Project Management Institute's Project Management Book of Knowledge, or PMBOK, if you're familiar with that. And the textbook also makes some references to the PMBOK as well. So let's take a look at the course in Moodle, and I'll give you some understanding of assignments and schedule and things like that. So first off, here in the very top section in Moodle, we have a set of folders. If you are so inclined and would like to provide some information on yourself to share with me and your classmates, you can do so here in this introductory discussion folder. If you have any questions from time to time and just don't have time to call me or whatever, or send an email, you can drop a question in this question for instructors folder, and I'll be monitoring that and I'll respond there. Most importantly, here is your course syllabus. Please, this first week, read over the syllabus, and there is an addendum with specific policies related to COVID-19 and issues surrounding that on campus. There is a spreadsheet here called Assignments Submission Schedule. This lists out all of the assignments for the semester and gives you a due date for each one of those. So generally, written assignments and quizzes will be due on Sundays by midnight on Sunday of each week. And class discussions will require an initial post by midnight on Thursday, and then one response to each of two of your classmates by midnight of Sunday. So our course weeks will have 7 weeks, and they'll run from Sunday to Sunday. So I'll go over the assignments in a little more detail here in just a second. And then also there's a folder here that has the grading scale. So each assignment is worth so many points. I'll grade that and award a number of points, and then your letter grade will be based on a percentage of total points available that you have achieved with each assignment. Okay, so coming down to here into the each of the weeks of the course, there are 7 sections in Moodle, one corresponding to each week. In there we have an overview section which has a description of the content that we will cover for that week, as far as the assignments and quizzes that are due that week, as well as a couple of short videos that give you an outline of the chapter. What I try to do there is kind of hit the highlights and focus in on the points that I think are most important for you to take away from each chapter. So those videos are there for you to use if you want to, but they're certainly not required. I'll click into that folder here in just a minute and show you what that looks like. There's also a course resources folder in each week that contains the slides that I use in the lectures, as well as any additional reading material that I might have for you that week. So from time to time, I'll have an article from an outside journal or something like that that I'll have ask you to read. Then basically each week we will cover 2 chapters of the textbook. Each chapter will have 1 written assignment and 1 class discussion associated. And then each week we will have 1 assessment or reading quiz based on those 2 chapters. The quizzes are just 10 questions each, real easy and quick to do, especially if you've read the chapters. So that's what each week will basically entail. Now some weeks we don't have 2 assignments and 2 discussions. Some weeks it may be 1 or one of one of the other. So it'll vary a little bit, especially as we get towards the end. I tried to back off on some of those assignments to give you more time to work on your final paper, which I should mention here as well. So you will have 1 final paper due at the end of week 7, which will be to research and write a paper on some aspect of project management. In the course resources folder 1 right here, let me go there real quick. There is a document here that gives you a list of 15 or so different prompts for possible papers as far as the subject of the paper. You are also welcome to choose a subject of your own. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to limit it to just the ones that I suggest here on the prompts. So if you want to do that, that's fine. All I ask is just let me know what you plan to write on ahead of time to make sure that we're aligned on that and I'm comfortable that it fits in with the course. So, and I'll be happy to work with you on just about anything. So let me back up here just a second. Okay, in the introduction or the overview folder for each week, there will be a brief description of the subject matter to be covered during this week. It will outline the 2 chapters of the textbook that will be covered. And then down here, it will also give you, if there happen to be any for that week, additional readings that might be assigned for that week as well. Now, in each chapter, I won't necessarily cover every section in every chapter, and I'll spell that out here as far as which sections we're going to cover in each chapter. All right. So there will also be 2 videos in this folder, 1 for each of the chapters that are going to be covered that week. And like I said, that's just a short lecture where I'll hit the highlights and the content that I think are most important for you to take away. And then lastly, lists out all of your assignments and discussions for that week. So once again, the assignments, the written assignments, are due to be turned in on Sunday, as well as the quizzes. You need to complete those by Sunday. The discussions, you're required to make one initial post by midnight on Thursday of each week, and then by Sunday of that week, respond to 2 of your classmates' initial posts with additional thoughts on their posts. As far as assignments, if you run into any kind of a scheduling conflict and you can't meet those deadlines, no problem. Just get a hold of me and let me know, and we'll work something out to accommodate your schedule. All right. The only other thing I think I'll mention about the assignments is at the end of the second week, one of your assignments will be to turn in a short 1-paragraph or less than 1-page overview of the topic that you plan to pursue for your final paper. That just helps me get an understanding of what you're going to pursue on your paper, and hopefully helps you to kind of collect your thoughts and put together your strategy on the approach for that. So that will be a third assignment here in week 2 for the proposal on your paper. All right. Most weeks I will try to get all of your assignments and everything graded by the end of the day on Monday. I won't promise that I'll get exactly all of them done every week, but I'll certainly strive for that. But certainly by the end of the day on Tuesday, everything should be graded and we should be moving forward. So I think that's everything that I wanted to cover in this introduction. I hope it was helpful. If you think I missed anything or you need some clarification on anything, please reach out and I'll be happy to help fill in the blanks there for you. Anything else, just give me a call or send me an email, and I'll be happy to respond as quickly as I can. Good luck with the course, and thank you.